Downtown Meredith, New Hampshire may be known for its water views, but the popular lake town is also known for its public display of art.
Public art is wonderful. It's what people love and enjoy.
Bev Lapham is the chairman of the Meredith Sculpture Walk, a trail where dozens of sculptures dot downtown, stopping visitors in their tracks.
So this is where it all began back in 2012. What I'm standing on now was a dirt path, no landscaping, ugly place that just connected Main Street to the parking lot back here. And so we came up with a design to do something with this to make it a pocket park. And so we put in these pavers, we did the landscaping, we made nice benches, we got this wall painted here and spruced this up so that people not only would just walk through here, but they'd stop for a while. And that's sort of when the idea came to us, let's put some sculptures in.
A part of the Greater Meredith program, a call went out to artists and the Meredith Sculpture Walk was born.
It's unique for a town our size. We put together an independent jury, and the pieces that came in were juried by those folks. So that first year we ended up with 24 sculptures on Main Street, down on our parks by the lake, and in the Mills Falls Marketplace.
Now there are 32 sculptures scattered through town. Artist Dale Rogers is the man behind 2 of the most recognized.
This piece is actually one of my all-time favorite sculptures. It was created in memory of a quiet giant in finance. His name was Herb Goldberg, and it was created for his family after he had passed away. And then this piece kind of became symbolic of what's going on in 2020. My other sculpture that I have up here is called the American Dog. It's my most iconic. So I'm a professional artist, so I derive my income solely from selling art, and I travel all over the country to do it. And so this exhibition in particular is one that I'll meet people in Texas or Chicago, and they'll say, oh, I saw your work up in Meredith. And so it always blows my mind how big of a reach this exhibition has. So that's one of the reasons I keep coming back every year.
Many of the artists come back year after year. Sculptor Madeline Lord has 2 pieces in this year's walk.
I just think that both my pieces are about women in this world. The working woman with her briefcase and this woman heading out to be special at a party. So they put this whole system together to install art, guessing that in the region there's art out there and it will fit the place, so that it's a marvelous handshake of, we know you're out there, come and visit. I was invited to make a show, a big show up in Woodstock, Vermont, and they wanted the city because it had just been 9/11. And then I would go to the metal dump and get big chips of underground oil storage tanks because they were cheaper than paper, and they were wiggly and glossy like the pavement of the city. So this piece is one of that installation, and it's called Woman with Briefcase. She's walking, people are walking. It's an echo of your day, your time, your life, and that's what art should be.
We have loyal folks who come and take a look every year, and then we have people who are brand new to it, and it's full of surprises. We publish a brochure and a walking map that has the photo of each of the pieces and a little guide as to how to follow the walk. Some people do the whole walk, some people just pick a piece off.
Big, small, stone, steel, each piece is unique and tells a story.
Everybody's a critic. Everybody gets something different from the pieces of art they're looking at. Some people will stand and gaze for minutes at a piece. Others will just sort of give it a perfunctory look and continue on.
Every year, the committee publishes a brochure and walking map and also has volunteer docents who take pride in showing off the walk.
I wish other communities could get the enthusiasm that they have here. The team, Bev, and the people in Meredith are just energetic about it. When they call for your application, you know they're sincere. But what people don't realize is how much work really goes on putting an exhibition like this.
It's the best thing that happened. It brought people to this town, got to see how beautiful our parks are, how green the grass is, and the beautiful lake. Love it.
Each year, we have a wonderful meeting at the beginning of the year, and I say to my committee, are we going to do it again? And they say yes. So the excitement is still there.